Welcome to Vuk Talks, the show that speaks to education, health, entrepreneurship, and so much more.
Good morning, South Africa. Ndine mukororo wa Makhuba. I am your host, Munjezi Makhuba. Kawa. Today with me, I have our wonderful host, Mr. Thulani from Nayi le Achaar. I'm even into saying our wonderful host because I am a foodie. I love food, guys. So today he brought us some nice goodies, achaar, and a little bit of biscuits for us to taste. Good morning, Mr. Thulani. How are you?
I'm good, and you, Jess?
I'm also fine. Can you please kindly introduce yourself?
So my name is Thulani Mlambo. I'm actually the founder of a company called Local to Global Foods, which is a gourmet food production company that does gourmet foods, focusing on township traditional foods and actually elevating it for a global audience.
Wow,
Yes.
that's quite impressive, hey?
Yes.
So can you tell us what drove you to engage in this type of business?
So my background started in IT and law. So that's what I was doing in corporate. And a few years back, I actually stumbled upon a achaar, a traditional achaar that was being sold in the office. It was being sold by a lady who was a security lady in the office for about 4 years. And it came 4 years later, this achaar was introduced to me. So I approached the lady and I said, "This taste is so incredible. It reminds me of how acha used to be when we were in our childhoods." So, and the passion kicked off from there to say, actually, this flavor needs to be celebrated. It needs to be, introduced to a wider audience. So I approached this lady to say, "Look, I want to work with you. I want to try selling this acha." And she said, no, she's not interested. I must go do my thing. And that's where the journey started. So I went and learned to actually make my own acha.
Wow, okay. So, okay, do you consider yourself to be a foodie like myself?
Yes, I'm funny enough, I don't cook.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't cook at home.
Mm.
But I've managed to engineer this product purely because of the passion of what I understand of food and, how food tastes and flavors that I want to transform in whatever I'm eating or constructing. And this is how I got to this point.
All right. So, what makes your acha unique? What makes it unique? How is it different from other achas that we can find in other retail stores?
So what you'll find very interesting about this acha is that I started with the red lid tubs. You know, the ones that you find selling by a lady at the corner of the street. So that's actually where I started, learning, doing the basic acha, yeah, hot, mild, chili, the way everybody does it. But for me, because I'm a global traveler, I'm a person who loves to travel and experience different cultures, it was just never enough for me. So I engineered this acha. So which, funny enough, to get it to this point was actually a mistake.
Wow, I'm very curious about that. Can you please elaborate the story?
So in the mistake, I was actually intrigued or wanting to make an acha sauce.
Okay.
So as we were engineering it, the kitchen blender broke,
Oh.
but it broke at this point where it became a pâté. So that's why you'll find that our acha is not the traditional acha that everybody is used to. It's actually a paste. It's a dip. It's a cooking sauce. You can also use it and eat it with crackers on biscuits like this. You can put it in your food. You can use it as a marinade, and it comes in 7 different flavors.
Oh, okay. So you are saying that the blender broke, and then after that, can you take me through the whole story behind
So
it broke, and then because me as a foodie, I would also maybe love for my blender to also break as well, so that maybe I'll be innovative and actually make something like this.
Yeah. So hence I say it was a great mistake that it happened. Like I say, we were trying to make a sauce. So in that sauce making process, as the blender broke, it broke while the acha was still in bits and pieces like a spread.
Oh,
So now, instead of you finding chunky bits of acha in it at the pit, now this one is smooth. You can spread it. You can almost like a batter.
oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. So how do you obtain your ingredients, and are they special?
Yes, my ingredients are locally sourced from local farmers and distributors in South Africa. As you know, that Limpopo is one of the largest mango suppliers. We're using jalapenos provided in Limpopo. We're using piquante, which is pepper juice, which is one of signature peppers that are actually grown in South Africa. It's only we have rights only in South Africa to grow it. It's very unique to South Africa, and we have garlic and ginger. And maybe I can also take you through which flavors we have, as you can see in the front there, which is the one that we won a double gold international award for,
Oh, which one is it?
the jalapeno.
Oh, is it the one in the
In the
middle?
front, in the
Oh,
front.
oh, this one.
Yes,
Oh,
with
okay.
the gold sticker. That one we entered it in an international taste challenge, and we actually
Wow.
won a double gold in our first try.
Wow, congrats. And
thank
you
you.
know what? It's also my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah. I
No,
love
that is
jalapeno
actually
a
one
lot.
of our top flavors.
Eh?
And then the one on my right is actually the picante, which is the one I'm saying it's got pepper juice, which is specific to South Africa. And then we've got a rosemary and olive designed for beef and lamb dishes. We've got a garlic and ginger.
I also
We've got
love garlic.
we've got an
Eh?
extra hot for people who like the extra spicy. The one on your left in the beginning is a lemon and black pepper, which is designed for fish and chicken dishes, and a very special one as well, an acha which has a feta in it.
Wow.
Yes,
I think that's the first time I heard of that.
that's correct.
Eh?
That's correct. So yeah, so that's actually the entire sweet. Like I say, you can cook with it, you can marinate with it, you can use it as a dip, you can add it in your burgers, you can add it on your pizza, you can add it as part of a slice of toast, and even use it as a cooking in your meals.
Oh, all right. Wow, quite interesting, hey?
Yeah.
So are we going to taste?
Yes,
or are you going
yes.
to make me taste?
Yes, I can give you if you just grab the one, the lemon and black pepper.
Is it this one?
That's correct.
Okay.
Let me help you open the bowl.
Thank you.
So this is our actually lemon and black pepper. So I said it's designed, it's the only one that's not spicy. You can use it in your fish as a marinade. You can use it as a marinade for your chicken as well, and poultry dishes. So this is also a palate cleanser. So because maybe not sure what you've had for breakfast, so this aligns your palate to cleanse it, getting you ready so that you can taste the other flavors.
Oh,
So just grab one of the biscuits there.
which one?
You can yes, the plain one.
Okay.
Here's a serviette.
What you say?
As you'll see, it's light, smooth, spread it very lightly, and this is our first and one of the signature flavors that we have.
And it looks very appetizing, hey? Right now, I feel like finishing the whole bottle.
There you go.
Wow. This is nice.
So you're getting the lemon and zesty flavor in it with the black pepper, which is very designed and well paid for chicken and fish. So you add all those flavors, and the nicest thing, even as using it as a marinade or as a cooking, that all those underlying flavors, because we have at least 11 to 12 spices in it, so that when you use it as a cooking, those layers start getting released in the meal as you consume it. And then the next one, if you can just place that back onto the board. The next flavor that I wanted you to try, this is my personal favorite. It's called the picante, which is the pepper that's very specific to South Africa.
Okay.
So it's, I don't know if you are aware of a pepper dew.
Yes.
It's one of those red, small, they look like small tomatoes, but they actually have a spicy and a sweety texture to it. So this is my personal favorite. For breakfast, lunch, supper, you can actually use it in your eggs, for scrambled eggs. You can use it on your pizza.
Oh,
You
okay.
can use it on your wraps. When you're having when you're having cheese boards like this and having guests over, you can add it with some bit of cream cheese just to have that extra different character to your cheese boards. And you can also have it as a normal spread or on a slice of bread.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Wow. I think I'm going to be full before my lunch, eh?
So you'll see and you'll get to understand that all these flavors, they're designed to give you a palate that's almost like, engineers it as if you're having a full meal, so that all as in, the complexity of all the layers within the actual achaar itself is to actually elevate that experience. And if you recall that achaar, the way we understand and know it as South, it was a replacement for meat, right? So if you can taste that even if, let's say, you had it as a side condiment, you wouldn't need additional things to enhance, whether it's your pap, your rice, your veggies. You can just lay it on, add a bit of olive oil, and you'll get that pleasurable experience and, the essence of what we were trying to do with all these different flavors.
Well, I have to say that I love your achaars, hey?
Thank you.
Yes, and this one is spicy. It's for
Yes.
people who love spice, I'm
That's
sure.
correct.
Eh?
But spicy, but at the same time, you get that sweety undertone, so that you get that double layered flavor within it.
Wow, I've never tasted achaars like this before, eh? This is something unique.
So that's in essence that what we were trying to develop. And if you understand and why I actually got so passionate about this brand and how the different flavors that achaar is quite signature to South Africa. We've adapted it part of our heritage, even though its origin comes from India. Came through the Indian, from Durban, from the Indian communities who came to work on the sugar canes, and then ultimately built into the mango belt down to Limpopo. So this is in essence to celebrate the heritage of our South African cuisine and also elevate it for a global audience and palate. Specifically that you'd understand that something like this as achaar that is so huge in our country is not packaged or celebrated for a global audience. Hence, the different flavors are designed to accommodate, if you're Mexican, garlic and ginger for the Asians, Mediterranean for the feta, rosemary and olives for the Italians and French, so that they get to experience our culture, but it accommodates in terms of their type of lifestyle and cuisines.
Interesting. I'm a lover of diversity, eh?
That's
And
good.
as a foodie, I love trying food from different cultures.
Yes. So we are literally saying this is who we are as South Africans, but we accommodate your culture.
That's beautiful. So, which retail stores can we find these achaars?
So we are in about 12 boutique retail stores. The Pantry in Rosebank is quite a popular one. We got Butcher Shop in Sandton. We got Trumps in Sandton. We got Polofield Spa in Midrand. Pick and Pay in Midway Muse. We've got our own online store where all the flavors can be purchased and distributed countrywide. And through all our social media, you'll be able to see as well all the other stores that we have this product available at.
Okay, so are you considering to place these achaars in all retail stores throughout South Africa?
That's correct. So what you're gonna find and understand that the way I'm actually the space that I'm playing in, right, that you have a few challenges like regulatory compliances that you gotta make sure that you acquire before you can actually have your product on shelf. So things like a health and safety management system, HACCP, is one of the requirements that you need to have, just so that you are at the top tier standard of food safety for products to be on shelf. And especially the making sure that it's shelf stable, it doesn't do any funny things on the shelf. So we are currently on the development program for food lovers and for ShopRite and Checkers as well on their development program. So in the not so near future, you'll start to see it in the retail stores countrywide.
Oh, I can't wait for that, hey? Because
Yeah.
I also want to tell my parents and other relatives in Limpopo
Yes.
to be able to go and buy it.
No, it'll be an honor, and I think for me, which is one of my proudest moments is that, people from Limpopo, they're so used to the hot, the mild, the garlic achaar, and to actually have it transformed in this nature is totally remarkable and a beautiful experience for them, and also for the native Indian community. Excuse me. They always so found that the experience that they get to feel and enjoy with the product is because they are also used to a traditional style achaar, chunky, very spicy, and now having all these different flavors gives them a much more of a different and pleasurable experience.
Wow. Right now I'm craving for more, but
Okay.
we need to finish our interview. So, how much is one achaar?
So on retail, you're looking at about 114 to about 125. So unfortunately it's not a very achaar that goes for a very low end price point, but purely because you'll actually understand if you can have olives in your achaar, you can have jalapenos, you're having picantes, which are all expensive ingredients to actually have in a product. So that's also, and the fact that the time it takes to engineer the product, to clean the mango, remove the pit, that's why it's going at a high end price point.
Yes, because I'm asking because to an average South African, it is quite pricey.
Yes,
But at the end of the day, you get what you pay for.
that's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So, Mr. Thulani,
Yes, ma'am.
so what are some of the biggest challenges that you faced in this business, and how were you able to overcome them?
Look, like I said, that engineering or having a product on the shelves is quite a very daunting task. As an entrepreneur, starting a product from scratch, you're looking at the health and safety requirements. It's quite expensive for having all the regulatory compliance for a food product. As also managing cash flow as an entrepreneur to try and grow, purchasing equipment for our production facility, all of those things becomes very challenging. So, and the fact that this is a numbers game type of business and product, so you got to sell enough units in order for you to grow.
Oh, all right. So, how many employees or people are working for you?
So we are actually a team of 4, and funny enough, we are able to produce anything between 500 to 1,000 units a week.
Wow.
That's correct.
Wow, you guys are working very hard. Eh?
Very, very, very
I
hard.
wonder how many hours you work in a day.
No, it's normally very long shifts, and depending on the amount of markets that we're doing, depending on the number of promotions that we have to do, the distribution, the stores, and as well that we also use the product for gifting packages as well. So you'd find that we in the products included in things like the wine of the month, the olive club of the month. So, and it can be anything between 200 to 500 units at a time that you have to produce and package and distribute at the same time with all the other stores.
Oh.
So that's when you'd find that the workload just keeps on increasing.
Okay. So can you tell us about a remarkable success or achievement that you've had since you started your business?
So I think for me, having it on the premium daily stores was a great achievement for me, because I started like everybody else having an achaar with the red lid on the side of the street, to being in a retail store like Spar, or even the pantry in Rosebank, and also having the jalapeno flavor winning a double gold international award was a huge achievement for me, especially that we actually entered it for the first time last year, and then our acha won a double gold international, which is the second highest accolade that you can get for a food product. And this is interesting because there's 23 international chefs that do a blind tasting, and they actually give a grading to a food. So, and we got the double gold.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So how do you maintain an edge over other competitors?
Look, this is, I could technically say, is one of the world first in South Africa, having a gourmet spread acha on the shelves that comes with multiple flavors, that can be used as a multi-condiment, that you can use it as a dip, as a marinade, as a cook-in. So I think that is the edge, the uniqueness of what we are actually offering in our product suite and within our business.
All right. So where do you want Nayi le Achaar to be in the future?
Look, also another great accolade or achievement that we had. Last year, we actually did the Summer Fancy Food Show in New York. I was actually one of 5 entrepreneurs that were actually selected to showcase South African products in New York. The response was incredible, and which was also a funny experience that I went to the bathroom after doing multiple tastings. I came back and the jars were actually stolen.
Wow, that is something else.
Exactly. So somebody in America tasted this thing and thought, "Oh my God, this is incredible." And which was also interesting that I found out that the Jewish community, based on how this acha looks like, they also have a mango condiment called amba,
Oh, okay.
right? And these guys saw it and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we can't," just from smelling it. Unfortunately, because it wasn't kosher approved, they couldn't taste it. But they were said, "Make sure that you get kosher. We'll have it and push it for you in the U.S. stores, because this resonates and with something that they could actually consume."
Wow, now I can see that you are going global, hey?
Yes,
We are no longer only focused here in South Africa.
and that's why our company is called Local to Global Foods, because this is our essence, is to take our South African cuisines that were really not celebrated, looked down upon, not celebrated, and literally package it for the global audience.
Interesting. So what advice would you give to emerging business owners?
I could say keep your passion there, keep focused. It's not an easy task. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hours that you gotta put in. So perseverance, keep focus, keep the passion alive, and never stop believing and dreaming. And purely because what started as a dream for me to say, I want my product to be consumed across the globe. And when I went to the US last year, was a true testament to that, to say dreams do come true, and where you're thinking that it's small and nothing is impossible, great things can actually happen.
Yes, definitely. So I'm very curious about the name. Eh? What inspired you to give to this business the name Nayi le Achaar?
So the company name is called Local to Global Foods, but the brand is called Nayi le Achaar. So it's that one that you've been waiting for. Nayi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure you'll be able to also capture the attention of youngsters.
No, a lot. A lot of people are, Nayi le walk, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but Nayi le Achaar that I've been telling you about, the one that you've been waiting for, the one that, was supposed to be introduced to us in this way, So, yes.
Now, that's a great marketing strategy.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Thulani. So where can we find you on social media platforms?
So we've got an online store which is nayileachaar.com. On Instagram, Nayi le Achaar. On Facebook, it's Local to Global Foods or Nayi le Achaar. We've got a fan page as well there. And yes, and across you'll see on YouTube, there's also other platforms that you'll be able to see us speaking about the business as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was such an incredible interview. Plus the food as well. I was able to be fed with tasty food.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, South Africa, from Ne Komba ya Makuba. Ah.